And welcome in, everybody. It is Ascended Heroes. Yeah, that's right. Never gonna let you down. I put the ass in Ascended Heroes. So welcome in. It is launch day. We're not doing Stunfist EX. I'm sure I'll do like a terrible stream day or something. Yeah, it's been months. Feels like months. But so remember when I said I was gonna do 10 videos in 12 days? Well, I ended up doing 9. I kind of figured, I'll end up doing 9 because I'll have to probably cut one because I'll run out of time. But thank you, never let me down. Thank you, Mr. Leon. You're my favorites because you re-upped your subs as soon as I went live, and I appreciate that. I didn't have to masterfully bait you into giving me money. Same with Kelsey. Thank you, Kelsey. See, I gotta do all the things. Yeah, I was trying to do 10. And never let me down. Thank you for the gift of sub. I'm only at 50 subs. Jeez. I've been slacking off here. All right, let's just get started. We're going to start with Mega Froslass. I'm going to play the list that I showed on the thing. And never let me down. You're gifting subs. You must have sold a bunch of cards. All right, so I think this version's actually worse than the Hammer one because it's going to be a bunch of Dragapult. But let's just get into it. There's no reason to hold off and just... And I will leave the music on. The music is slightly different. The music is slightly improved. They made a message like, hey, it's slightly improved. And ABC, well, that's, you're still in the refractory period from the last time I masterfully baited you. And never gonna let me down, killing it. Jose Tons. I've seen so many Murkrows. Oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
I don't think this mega is gonna last very long in the format.
Clam Burglar, didn't you watched all my preview videos? It's literally the GOAT. It is the Tom Brady of post-rotation. But Kelsey, yeah, I think... Oh, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. And I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so yeah, we just kind of lose this matchup, which is really unfortunate. But that's okay. We have a chance. And yeah, make sure if you want 4 free packs of Ascended Heroes, just enter that code. I think it was... Who was it that posted on the server? I can never remember who TVO Rets is. But they're here normally. So I'm not quite sure how we win this one. I guess maybe it's just INO them late and try to win that way. Like Monkey Dory a bunch, try to INO them late, and then see how it goes. But this is definitely not a game for Mega Froslass. This definitely is not that good of a matchup for us because they don't have like any abilities. And we prized our TM evolution, so that's even better. You know, this was a bad matchup, even if we get everything. So I guess we just have to go for the dude here. We just go for the Badoo and hope. So that goes there, that goes there. We retreat into the Badoo. They take a prize, and then we probably just lose. Yeah, PD, you know, I went 2 weeks without playing this game. I was wondering, you know, why am I so happy? Why was I so happy these past 2 weeks? And then I realized, oh, it's because I haven't been playing TCG Live. Most likely they had a transceiver in their hand and they just forgot to play it because they're like, oh, I'm not going to get Badooed. They have a Monkey Dory start. Team Rocket's Honchkrow or Alakazam? Well, until INO rotates, I think it's Team... Oh, hello. Oh, no, that's fine. They do 30. That's totally fine. But, you know, I think... Actually, sorry, it's the opposite way. It's the opposite way around. Okay, so I could give them the Mega Froslass now, but that seems like a terrible idea. So what I'll do is I will play with my balls. We'll get rid of these two. And then I guess we just go and get the old... Oh, we don't really need a Froslass, right? I mean, I guess technically we do. I guess technically we need a Froslass. And I should probably Super Rod. Like, this is just a horrible, horrible matchup for us. There's no way that I can win. because they have no abilities.
Does this game support expanded format friend battles yet?
And Eevee, I have missed you. Of course not. Why would it do such a competent thing? No, that's it's probably going to be like December 31st is when they're going to add it. So do not get your hopes up whatsoever. All right, so we are like set up now, which is good. We have our Monkey Dories. We can start moving damage around with Monkey Dory. We can, you know, Artisan for a third Monkey Dory. We can, I don't know. Like, this is just an awkward kind of time here. Not an awkward kind of rhyme. But Eevee, welcome back. My first day back in about 2 weeks because I got to do all those YouTube videos. It was crazy. It was crazy because I think the post-rotation preview video is like my biggest, fastest opening video in like the longest time. And then, you know, I had some tweets go viral within the space. It was kind of crazy. And if you're looking for decks, just check out the YouTube channel. They're all in the new decks or the road decks or the old decks with new cards. But today is Froslass, and I think I'm making the executive decision to play Honchkrow tomorrow. Not because Honchkrow is like tier 1 now, but it's because it's tier 1 in 2 months. So it's like I want to get on the train. I want to get on the gravy train early. But yeah, like this is just such a weird matchup for us. I think like if I'm playing a deck, I feel like I want to play the spread version. But right now, Alakazam is better than Honchkrow. Post-rotation, Honchkrow is better than Alakazam, which is kind of crazy. And thank you, Evan, for the hype train. We got a hype chest. I'm spiraling. Okay, so we don't have what we need. But I guess we just go... Yeah, we just go Lilies and see what happens. Okay, things went really, really well for us. Things went stupendously well. Let's just go get another Froslass, I guess. And then we go Adrenabrain. Okay, so we just need to... Yeah, there's no way I can win. There's absolutely no way I win this matchup, right? Right? There's no shot. There's absolutely no shot Trust Your Pilot wins this matchup. And Dr. Pelipper, well, you're clearly not playing Trust Your Pilot's list. I'm going to get all the consistency next time. All the consistency. And Jose, that's been going on since Froslass first came out, so that's been, you know, years. All right, so I have to, I guess this is just, you know, attack with Monkey Dory and knock out their Honchkrows and then try to Iono them as low as possible. But that seems like a terrible strategy. But yeah, when one of your Pokemon is knocked out and then you promote before the Froslass activates, it puts the damage from the Froslass onto the Pokemon before the ability activates, so it says it heals it, but it's so stupid. But I guess since this is a guaranteed loss, we can talk about, you know, some of the... I guess the thing. Where is it? Here we go. So in case you missed it, because they delayed Ascended Heroes by 3 weeks, they also made it so that tournament legality is delayed by... until March 6th, I believe. So tournament legality for Ascended Heroes in real life is delayed until March 6th because of the product delays, which they absolutely botched like crazy. It's insane how poorly they screwed that up, or how crazily they screwed that up. But this is the second time in, I believe, 3 months where competitive players have been asking for PTCGL to give us a format that reflects the IRL tournament scene. And this is the second time they've said, nah, just deal with it, bro. Right? Implementation of changes takes some time, and additional engineering work is necessary for us to do so safely. All they have to do is not allow Ascended Heroes to be played in the trainer trial. That's it. If they don't have that work on the back end, that just goes to show you how terribly designed this game is that if they can't just push a button and create a trainer trial that doesn't include Ascended Heroes, this game, it's no wonder that everything breaks when they try to make the smallest change. Yeah, it's absolutely insane how poorly designed this game is. All right, so let's send up the Froslass. So if I can find my de-evolution, that will probably help us win. And also, they lose the ignition. So if we can just keep them out of their Team Rocket's energy, we'll be okay. That's a thing. I don't think... terrible timing, but we'll use it, I guess. And yeah, I should not have gone for 3 Froslass, but there's no way we can win this matchup. Right, because I'm gonna lose my monkey, so we'll concede. So we're not gonna count that one. Maybe I won't even do the win-loss counter. Yeah, it's just so amazing how amazingly they screwed up the Ascended Heroes release. It's like 36 hours before the set came out, they announced a 3-week delay, which is crazy in its own right. King Slime 93, baby. And then it screws up the tournament scene. PDC GL competitive players are really angry now, again, for the second time in 3 months because they can't figure out how to use their own game. It's just so cool to see that 4 years later, PDC GL is still causing people to hate it more and more each day. More and more each day, people hate this game. You thought they were on the right path, and then 4 years later, no, they still hate it. All right, well, let's start the monkey again, I guess. Let's spank the monkey. All right, so it's going to be... Oh, okay, we're good. And Lena, well, what they could... It's so easy, right? Just have players send... Okay, it's Dragonite. We should be able to win this one bigly. This is probably the free version that they just upscaled. But I thought of a very easy solution. Just have players submit a request for the cards that they're missing and allow them to, retrieve them for free at the tournament or something. I don't think there's any way we lose this matchup. If I lose this matchup, I will never... Actually, I will continue. This is the second game in a row where we play as the TM Evolution, and I'm probably showing the deck list on screen right now to the YouTube audience. And I forgot to put it in here, but if I did remember, this is the second game in a row where we prized it, and that's just kind of sad. All right, so Luminous Energy on this guy. The question is, do I want to put the Bravery Charm on the Badoo? I mean, how much damage? You're doing 20? No, I think we're fine. They retreat. The Dragonair, I could not tell you how much damage the Dragonair does. Let's look it up. But we'll talk about Dragonair in 1 second. How much does Dragonair do? It does 60 damage for a water and a... Oh, there it is. 60 damage for a water and a lightning. So that's slightly worse than Dracloak, which is kind of sad, right? Dracloak does 70, and Dracloak has a better... Well, I guess technically Dracloak's ability is worse, but Dragonair has to have an energy on it. That's the thing that a lot of people are going to probably forget IRL. Like, if Ascended Heroes was a main set and it didn't have, and it did have pre-releases, you would not believe the amount of people who would go for an evolutionary guidance before putting an energy on it just because they can't read. Pokemon players can't do that. And Chili Willy, they're free. So if you don't watch my YouTube videos, how dare you, first of all. They added Pokeball and Love Ball sleeves. I didn't notice any other ones. There's probably like another one, but it's because of the reverse holo patterns with the new Ascended Heroes cards. See, I think is that a Love Ball? I think that's a Love Ball, but that's the new reverse holo pattern, is people get to play with their balls. So it's really good. And I don't think I do anything crazy. I think we just lilies and see what happens. Yes, I could have confused the Dragonair and done things, but this is much, much better.
They do love balls.
They love balls as much as me. All right, so we somehow didn't get a Froslass, which is insane. But I think what I do is, oh no, we just do the thing. Yeah. Why am I messing around here? Why would I bother messing around when we just got it like that? What, 400 damage turn 3? 400 damage turn 3 on a Dragonair? Yeah, what are you gonna do now, bro? See, this is what the deck was lacking this entire time. Is just a Mega Froslass to come out. I was like, oh, I didn't find one of my 3 Froslass and I got no Poke Pads. How about just 400 damage for 1 energy? You know, just an easy 400 damage for 1 energy. No big deal. And there's barely anything they can do to stop my Froslass from getting another prize here. But what they can do is use Dragonite to take a knockout of the Froslass, which is a bit of a problem. And they got the Kako. So I really like this card, right? I know it's not going to see much playability, but I really do like it because it's Carmine as an attack. It's just, hey, what if you had Carmine as an attack? And there you go. You're good to go. Yeah, they got the cock out. The Tapu cock out. If you go first, you can use this attack during your first turn. You can also use it after your first turn. Hey, when Squawkabilly rotates, you got to take what you can get. Right, we're going to be playing Smooch'em because Xatu and Gardevoir are gone. And Captain, my brain is so fried right now. They promoted the electric because they had to. That's bad. But my brain is just so fried because I had to bounce between so many formats because for my post-rotation previews, they don't have anything. They got nothing. You're done. You're just going to load up your... Oh, wait, what? Why are you loading up your electric? Oh, they have the Electros. Right. I might want to have the Shaman in play. Okay, this is an interesting one. Do I put the Shaman in play to prevent a Desperation Mega Electros? I don't think do I really care? Because remember, Mega Electros, I railed on that card so hard because it's horrible. But remember, Mega Electros is only a 60-60 spread. Yeah, it only spreads 60. It doesn't spread nearly enough cheeks. I can spread that amount of cheeks in my sleep. So it's like, does it really? It doesn't really matter, right? And there's Battle Cage. Okay, so they have Battle Cage, which is a bit of a problem for us. And Willy, yeah, that's what they do. But, I mean, that kind of helps my strategy, right? They didn't go for Fast Flight, so we know they have a decent hand. Well, let's play with our balls. And... I mean, I can probably just win with, like, a Mega Froslass or something, but do I have another stadium? We have 2 more stadiums. We're good to go. All right, so let's go I&O. Yeah, they Ultra Balled the Mega when they were clearly going for the Tapu Koko play, which was a bit strange. All right, so Froslass down. That's cool. So... we know they didn't get rid of their hand. If I knock out the cock, they're going to be able to fez, but that does increase their hand size. So actually, I think I do want to go for this. I know it's weird, but looking at the specs, this might actually win me the game. Because the only way that they're one-shotting my Mega Froslass is with their Mega Dragonite, but they're only showing 1 Dratini. Yeah, oh god, we got to sit through this animation the entire damn time. Yeah, I told you, this was my, I think, 4th best card in the set. Mega Electros can't do nothing about it. Dragapult can't do nothing about it unless they play the stupid Hawlucha. And Lena, betting's not allowed here, okay? This is not sports. Oh, we screwed them over so much. And maybe I was slightly incorrect. Because I think after I posted the video about the Dragonite Meganium decks, I was like, you don't really need rare candy. But then you get into situations like this, and it's like, yeah, you probably want to have... You've piqued my attention, Lena. You probably do want to have 2 rare candy. Scorpion and Reed. Scorpion, thank you for the money. Reed, thank you for bequeathing upon me your happiness. Remember, you can't spell happiness without penis. Okay, so you were right. Who was it who said they were going to paralyze me? They're going for the Mega Electros, the desperation play. And yep, there, here we go. So I don't know if I have a switch card, but they are just giving me a Mega Electros, right? So they do 190. I can heal 60. So so it's a good knockout for them. And they also have the Dragonite, but wait, what? They went and got the... Oh, they're thinning their deck, it seems like. Okay. So now what do we do? Because I don't believe I have a switch. Other lists I have a switch in them, but not this one. There's no Surfing Beach. There's no switch. But I will have like 2 turns to play around with here. And a de-evolution will be pretty spicy. All right, so they go for Disaster Shock. What are they doing? You have a very high chance of winning this game, but you gotta stop. You gotta stop doing this. Oh, right. Because they have the Dragonair, I can't bet on them whiffing Dragonite. So they are 100% going to find their Dragonite next turn because of Dragonair's ability. And Dragonite, as you recall, is just a free switch. So I think we're cooked. I think going for that, I think stunting on them with Mega Froslass was a mistake. You know, this is a free win, but I have to show Mega Froslass's, you know, Froslassness. I have to show what who in their right mind is using Split Bomb in this situation? King Slime, what are you doing, King Slime? And you took a knockout? You're a crazy person, King Slime. Okay, okay. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So in this situation, well, there's the Ursaluna. I think we just go... And Hamburger, yeah, the Mega Slowbro is fine. I'll cover that when we find out about Mega Greninja. So I think in this situation, we just go Secret Box away, the Ursaluna, the Iron Bundle, and the... do I want to get rid of the... I feel like I can't get rid of the Super Rod, though. But, like, nothing I can do with Ino necessarily helps me out here. So let's go for Artisan, Bravery Charm, because why not? Countercatcher does nothing. Pokepad is fine. And then we can get Arven. Okay, what do we got? We have a Froslass, so that's good. We're going to get the Froslass. We're going to Fartazon. And... yeah, I mean, I guess I put it on the Monkey Dory. Okay, so we're going to find out what happens here with the Lilies. That's going to determine what I go and get here. That did not help me out as much as I thought it would. That did not do necessarily what I needed it to do. They have 2 lightning in there, but they are going to need an electric. So we go for the Snow Runt. All right, well, let's I guess we heal the Froslass. Because if they go for another 60, oh no, we want to heal the monkey. We want to heal the monkey. We're down 4 prizes, so I want to knock out something really, really weak. If only I'd been able to get another Monkey Dory, we can just knock out the Tynamo and then win next turn. So of course that didn't happen. All right, so Resentful Refrain, they can't win next turn. What we've learned is that they cannot win next turn. We have a slight chance of winning next turn. And PDCGL, such a well-made game. I got to fix their issues for them. But this deck, oh crap. We got another Artisan, we're fine. But this is the best new deck. It's just, hey, that was cool. This is the best new deck. They have Zekrom, that's fine. I have Countercatcher. I can whip it out here and be okay. The thing is, Do I go... I think I go and get Maractus, right? If I go and get Maractus, is that just GG? Because there's no way they have... Oh god, what if Prime Catcher's there? Oh no, because they have the stupid Dragonite. You can't trap anybody with this deck. Damn it. Yeah, I keep forgetting that Dragonite's ability is just a free switch, but they didn't manage their resources properly, and Trust Your Pilot did. Okay, that's fine. Because I don't need Froslass to win this game. I just need an energy. You hate the Mega Attack Rare? All right, so it seems like they're going to go for another Split Bomb. They're going to knock out my Froslass on the bench and do something, because I didn't put the Shaman down, which is fine. But what is their... They're down 2 bosses. I have to feel like that's it for them. I feel like that's it for them in terms of what they can do right now. Oh man, I don't need a lot to win. I barely need anything to win this game. It's so crazy. I just need like 2 things. Okay, Artisan is one of those things. I need to heal the monkey. Okay, so we have this thing. We have a monkey. We have a monkey. We have things. I can... Look at that. We got 4 energy in the deck. All right, so oh my god, there's just so much stupid stuff that can happen here. All right, let's go and get the Froslass out of the deck. And then that will go there. Because I can knock out this guy, but I don't want to. Yeah, so do I just go for the de-evolution here? Is that all I do? Is I just go for Devo if that's what I can get? Because this guy won't get... Actually, this guy would get knocked out if I can do the thing. So I think I counter catcher up the Zekrom. Because I'm going for the Devo play. That is the strat. We're going Devo. I didn't get the Devo play. It did not work out. Okay, so that did not go according to plan. But we can still win this game. We're still good. We're still good. I don't know how we're going to win this, but we can. Life finds a way. So let's... I mean, I may as well just Frost Smash, right? I may as well just hit him with a Frost Smash. Yeah, may as well just Frost Smash for 60. Okay, so they can do a bajillion things, but they need a boss's orders, which I don't think they have. And they can take 2 prizes this turn with the Mega Electros, which is fine. But then a de-evolution, I believe, wins me the game. Right? Because then they won't have anyone who can attack. So, yeah, we're kind of screwed. Yeah, Sky Transport, obviously, they're going to switch their active. I'm pretty sure we're going to be fine. And then we'll win the game. So they go for Split Bomb. They knock out double Monkey Door. So the damn Shaman. The damn Shaman would have been great. The Dragonair has a hundo. Okay. Oh, no, we just win. I just win with Ursa Luna. So Ursa Luna just literally wins the game, which is kind of boring. I wish it wasn't this boring, but it's super duper boring. Okay, so Ursa Luna just wins us the game. I don't actually think de-evolution would have won. Right? And I needed... Actually, no, I can win with Froslass, right? Because this guy will get knocked out. So I don't even need to do anything. I'm just that good at this game. I don't even need to do anything. We just go Resentful Refrain. They get knocked out between turns. We win. Didn't even need the Ursa Luna. And the de-evolution would not have helped us win because it would have put an electric into their hand, which they could have evolved the Dynamo into. The Dragonair would have been knocked out, but if they had a retreat card, they could have gone electric to the Zekrom and then attached an electric in one. So de-evolution was actually not good. So I'm sorry that was a little scatterbrained, but you know, there was like 3 different avenues I could have Peregrine took in, and the easiest one was just attacking with Mega Froslass. Who knew? Who knew that Mega Froslass and Froslass was just a really good combo? Yeah, it maybe would have won because they would have needed a lightning energy in their hand and a switch card. But this was a guaranteed win, and I'm the best Mega Froslass player in the world. Yeah, it's a little tough when a new set comes out because, like, I have to explain the new cards. I have to explain the strategy of the deck. I have to do all these things for the YouTube audience because they're so dumb and they're babies and they're children and they don't understand. Like, they don't even know how to wipe their own butts. Like, oh, Mr. Pywit, can you wipey my dumpy, please? Oh, I made a poopy in my diaper. So that's Yeah, they would have had the 1 heal, but they put the water on the Zekrom, which was really smart. And ample sample? I told you, I was going to do 10 videos in 12 days. I managed to do 9 videos in 12 days. And that's pretty goated. Ah, crap. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. We're fine. Everything's great. Count your days, Mega Absol. You're almost done, bro. Your days are numbered, bro. You're not going to be around in 2 months. Unless Mega Audino ends up being something. Okay, so they don't have any good cards in their deck, right? They play a trash deck. And Mad Panda, Poison Moon is awesome. Oh my, the raw trolley. The freaking raw trolley really grinds my gears here. Maybe I should have used that Pokepad for another snow runt. And Incineroar Crazy, it's still 2 months until rotation. Yeah, I was so focused on post-rotation this last week that I had to do like a detox just to retox back into Ascended Heroes meta. And then I have to like prep for the Chaos Rising leaks, which are going to be coming out really soon. So I will talk about the Mega Slowbro when the Mega Greninja is announced, and that should be fairly soon. Because I think Ninja Spinner, which is the Japanese Mega Greninja set, would be out in late February, which means we'll probably get like the reveal in a week or so. And Never Gonna Let Me Down. Well, I looked at the post-rotation meta, and I was thinking, you know, if Mega Starmie ends up being really, really good, then another deck that's gonna, like a counter deck to that, is a Terra deck without an ability that hits for a lightning weakness. So Flareon Jolteon might be good next format. Ninja Spinner's March 13th. Okay, I thought it was February. That was the original thing that I saved on my computer was, oh my god, what the hell is this hand? How did I go? So the top 16 cards of my deck in a deck with 12 supporters had 1 supporter, and it was Arven. That is absolutely insane. All right, well, we got bunches of Monkey Dories, I guess. That's cool. This is going to be a loss, by the way. So if Ninja Spinner's March 13th, then it'll probably be 2 weeks, but I'm still going to wait on the Mega Slowbro. I mean, Mega Slowbro is not going to be that interesting of a card that I have to, like, put a video out right away. And I kind of want to, you know, marinate in Ascended Heroes for as much as possible. All right, well, of course, they just had the Arven. But, so, yeah, I mentioned in those videos, right? I regularly put 12 draw supporters in a deck, and I still brick. I have 12 draw supporters in this deck. I have 4 Arven, 4 Ino, 4 Lilies. And in the first 15 or 16 cards of the deck, we saw 1 Arven, and that's it. And yeah, we don't know what Chaos Rising is actually going to be called. That's just the best guess. And you can't tell me that that influencer's presentation art is not Andrew Mahone, okay? I put that at the end of the video before I tweeted about it because I care about my YouTube viewers. Oh, we are so screwed. We are so screwed. And, well, I don't think I'm going to play Lucario at all. Like, I might play Lucario if there's a good fighting deck that's rotating, but I have my February, March already figured out. There's no Lucario. It's just going to be all the new Ascended Heroes decks, and then I'm going to go straight into pre-rotation, and then before you know it, it's Perfect Order and post-rotation. So yeah, I don't even think there's going to be a Mega Lucario deck until rotation. Oh my god. Yeah, TQ, I spread my juices everywhere. You know that scene in Lion King where everywhere the light touches or whatever, everywhere my juices flow, that is my kingdom. All right, Cassiopeia on me. I won't spoil Scarlet and Violet, but who do you think Cassiopeia is? Oh, spoilers. Cassiopeia. If I had a penny for every time I couldn't talk about Cassiopeia. And Never Gonna Let Me Down. No, I care about them. I just don't know what to do. And Taram, oh, they're gonna try everything. So this is what I said is, don't pay too much attention to Japanese results right now because it's changing. They're just gonna try everything. It's Kangaskhan again. They're going to try everything for the first few weeks. They're going to nail down what works. And then we're going to figure it out. So in a month from now, we're going to kind of know what the BDIFs are, like what's working, what's not working. But right now, we're just waiting. We're going to see some very weird... what the hell? And, oh, I'm not going to pin any comments today, by the way. There's absolutely no way we lose this matchup. What are they going to do? Use Monkey Dory to send the damage back to our side of the field? Never going to have... oh, okay, this is good. All right, so we just go double Snow Runt. Now, the question is, do I get a backup Badoo? Is that... I think that might actually be the play. Actually, no, we just go Iron Bundle. If I go Iron Bundle and then shut off their items, they can't do anything. Like, they're not going to have a Mega Kangaskhan. They're going to have their butts absolutely sucked clean here by this Iron Bundle. All right, and then we go Itchy Pollen. And then we have a decision to make with the Bravery Charm. But what I will say about this particular Mega Froslass list, and I stand by my decision to have 2 copies because that makes it a new deck. 1 copy is... okay, they spoiled the game for you, okay? I am not spoiling the game. They spoiled the game for you. Someone named Cassiopeia literally just played Penny. We gotta give them a thumbs up for that. Okay, that was them spoiling Scarlet and Violet's story, not me. I never thought I'd see the day. All right, well, my Badoo has more hit points. That's fine with me. I'll take that. All right, so that goes there. That goes there. And then I think it's just an Arvin for probably... Pokepad Air Balloon? Actually, no. We want to get Earthen Vessel because I believe this deck has 1 water and 3 darkness. Well, we prized the darkness. And if I go and get the Diva, we can get rid of the de-evolution, and that'll be our cannon fodder here. We also prized our water energy. So we prized a darkness and a water energy, which is fan-flippin-tastic. Yeah, that's still a mystery, Taram. No one knows who Clive is. Seems like just a really cool dude, though. All right, so this is where you're kind of disappointed by the fact that you don't have access to the Skin Flute, so you can't blow their Skin Flute here. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. As long as I can get another Snow Runt, we're fine. Right? As long as I get another Snow Runt, we win the game because they're going to have to knock out their own Roaring Moon to knock out... oh my god. Do not have a Turbo Energize. Okay, good. I mean, Clive's pretty cool. Have you seen that hair? Okay. Yeah, I guess we're just going to Ultra Ball away some things. Oh, this is an awkward hand if they take a knockout. I don't think they're going to be able to take a knockout because they put Lively Stadium down. Ironically, if they hadn't put Lively Stadium down, we'd be in a real tough spot. So it's such a, I'm in such a weird situation right now. Yeah, because they can do several things. My Monkey Dory are very important to me right now. I have to draw into Luminous Energy, which I can't actually do, though. So this is really weird. Really awkward. I'm going to have to put a Bravery Charm on this Monkey Dory so it doesn't just completely die. And then I have to go Arvin for... Yeah, I guess actually it has to be Secret Box. And then we go Bravery Charm. And then Secret Box away... Ultra Ball, Ursaluna, Badoo. Go get Lilies, Counter Catcher, Artisan, Air Balloon. Or do I want the Pokepad? Actually, I might want to get the Pokepad instead, just so I can guarantee the snow run, because I actually want to keep the Lively Stadium in play. It's a little weird, but I actually do want the Lively Stadium to remain there. Because that'll buy me potentially an extra turn. All right, so what do I want to do? I want to just load up the Kangaskhan for now. And then make them a little afraid. So we want them to heal the Kangaskhan, do the thing, and then suck all the butts, right? I'll put the Bravery Charm on you. Suck all the butts, and then we get you Pollen. Okay. They're definitely going to find another Darkness Energy, but that's okay with me. We're going to be spreading 4 damage. I have to do math here. I have to do, like, future math here. As long as they don't get a Darkness Energy for their 3rd Monkey Dory, we are fine. Right on cue. Right on cue. All right, so yeah, I was setting them up for that one. So they have more monkeys. They can spank their monkey a lot harder than I can. But what they don't realize is that I'm about to win this game. So that's what they're not expecting, is they don't have a way to deal with my Mega Froslass in their current predicament here. They think that we're just going to pass damage counters back and forth like they're my ex-wife at a swingers party. But I'm just going to knock out their Mega Kangaskhan this turn, take 3 prizes, and then I don't know. And then after that, I don't really know. But we have ideas. There's concepts of a plan here. I also do require an energy, which is not guaranteed. And Relax Epic, how goes Mega Froslass? Not great. Mega Froslass is struggling a little bit right now, but I'm okay with it. Because we're just going to knock out this Mega Kangaskhan. Well, there's 4 Luminous Energy in the deck. You'd think we'd find one of them, right? If you have 4 Luminous, you think you'd find one. Oh, this is great. Okay, so I just go Lilies, hope for Counter Catcher, Luminous. We knock out the Roaring Moon, and then I win the game, right? I think that's all it's going to take, is just do the thing and then win the game. But I also... Well, there's an Iono. Iono is actually bad in this situation. So let's go Mega Froslass. We kind of have to do this ahead of time, which is unfortunate. We're going to put the Air Balloon on you. We're going to go Artisan. I don't... I mean, I think I just want to get my 4th Snow Run, right? We get the 4th Snow Run. I know it's not the smartest thing in the world. And then we'll go Lily's Determination. It's the fact that they were able to just power up everybody, right? They were just able to power up everybody, and that's not cool. And then we go Adrenabrain. So I want to put the damage on the Roaring Moon, force them to heal the moon. And then we go, yeah, into this guy. We have a Darkness. We have a Monkey. We have an Ursaluna. I mean, they're not going to Iono me, right? Oh, they're definitely going to Iono me. Nah, we're fine. What are they going to do? INO me into nothing? That's never happened before. Okay, we got 3 prizes. Oh, they gave me a thumbs up. That's bad. They gave me a thumbs up. Oh, and then we get all the energy, of course. So I have the strat here. I know they're going to knock out the Froslass, but what are they going to do? Also knock out the Snow Runt? Because they're going to put 3. Okay, so let's do the math here. They're going to put... We don't know what they're doing. We're going to find out here if they're going for the Monkey Dory or the Snow Runt, though. Or are they going for the Badoo, the Monkey Dory, and the Froslass, and that's game? Oh, they're going for Badoo, Monkey Dory, and Froslass, and that's GG as long as they have the energy. So that's bad. But they need the Sawdust Vitality, and all their energy might be in play. Okay. Okay, so if we survive this turn, we win the game. I don't know why they're putting so much damage on the Monkey Dory. But I guess they just want to make sure it definitely dies. But I think they had game if they just knock out Badoo, knock out Monkey Dory. Okay, so knocking out Badoo, and then they just need a Sawdust Vitality, and that's GG, and we lose. The question is, do you have Earthen Vessel and a Sawdust Vitality? Because that's all they need. Just 1 energy in the discard pile, Sawdust Vitality, manual attachment. I lose the game. Well, that's a manual attachment. They're doing things in a weird order. Normally, you let your opponent know if you got it or not. Oh, no, wait, I do lose. Right? No? This game's not going on YouTube. This is taking way too long. Yeah, like energy switch. You'd think they'd have that. You'd think they'd have it, though, right? Like, if they had it, they would absolutely slap it down. All they need to do is just frenzy gouging my Froslass, and that's game. That's not a good card to put into play right now. Oh no. Do they realize that that's GG? What are they thinning for, though? There's no reason to thin when you don't have Pheasantipity. If they had Pheasantipity, I can see the thinning. Unless they're thinning ahead of a supporter. Okay, so now they're gonna get it. There we go. Okay, so you're right. They were thinning. I just thought they would, go for it. They didn't get it. They didn't get it. If this game was a little bit quicker, it'd go on YouTube, but, it's just a little bit too long. I almost went over 20 minutes on some of my videos. Okay, I get it. You don't have it. But I was really concerned. I got one video just under 20 minutes. I hate doing videos under 20 minutes or over 20 minutes when I have to put work into them. It's totally fine when they're just regular videos that are just stream rips. Those are fine. I'll put a 2-hour video. Okay, so how exactly does Trust Your Pilot win the game now? I guess I just INO them and put a monkey down? Or... Huh. How do I win this game? How does Trust Your Pilot win this matchup? I honestly have no clue. All right, so I guess if I put Iron Bundle back into the deck, that's good. Pokepad for Iron Bundle, do the thing. And Hunter, I'm not really going to look into it because it's probably not going to come out until 2027. So like it seems like a fine card, but again, it's probably not coming out till 2027. So it's kind of hard to, say anything about it. All right, so let's go this guy down. If I INO and then take the knockout, is that smart or is that dumb? Okay, so we're knocking out a monkey. We're INOing them low. And then we Resentful Refrain. Yeah, it's just it's hard to talk about a card that like Quagsire V was a gym promo in Japan. That came out 4 years ago, and we still don't have it. So there's literally cards that came out 4 years ago that still haven't released in English. So there's literally a chance we just never see it. Same with Influencer's Presentation, which I showed off in the YouTube video and on Twitter, and it has 1,000 likes, and that means I'm popular and people like me. But I don't think we're going to see the Influencer's Presentation in English unless they do something with Mahone. Because remember, they made a TV show for Amazon with Mahone in it. So there's no reason they can't do like an Influencer's Presentation card of Mahone and just change the art slightly. But the fact that it's standard legal is just so crazy to me. Like, I know it's basically just a draw 3 effect. But it's so crazy that there's play this card, and actually I'll put it on screen. You know, I know you've already seen it because you all watch my videos and you all follow me on Twitter. But I'll put it on screen just in case. All right, Influencers Presentation, because this game is going on a very long time. Very, very long time. So while they're doing things, so draw 3 cards while introducing your favorite Pokemon to your opponent. If they share your enthusiasm, they may say nice. And this is literally a standard legal card. This is a legal card. You may not believe it, but this is a legal card in the Pokemon trading card game in Japan that will probably just never release here. All right, so wait, if I... No, I have to hit into their active. That is something that has to happen here. And then we go Absolute Jon Snow. But someone asked me on Twitter, like, how is this going to work on TCG Live? And I basically said, there's a very good chance it just never appears in English. They flipped heads, so they're awake and we lose. But they have to do the thing. They still have to do the thing if they want to win. Yeah, Absolute Snow, bro. You know, Absolute Jon Snow. That's why Counter Gain's in the deck. You can also attack with Monkey Dory, but I choose to believe Counter Gain's in the deck for Absolute Snow. You know, desperation play. Sometimes you got to do some things. You got to do desperation plays. You got to, you know, eat some yellow snow. But like, I know that that's a Japanese YouTuber. I did look up the card. I looked up, you know, like, who is that? You know, what are they doing? Why are they making that face? But that is a Japanese YouTuber. It just so happens that they look exactly like Mahone. Tricky Jim, for those of you who are not in the know. Lena. But that's part of the fun. Or we'll go to Sudden Death or Sudden Victory. I prefer Sudden Victory. I don't think they got it. Oh, they got it. We're going to Sudden Victory. We're going to Sudden Victory. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. We got it. We're going Sudden Victory. All right, so how do I win this one? How do I win? Step 1, go second. Step 2, play Ino. But as long as they don't start Kangaskhan, we should be okay. Right? If I just start a Snow Runt, and then get a Water Energy and a Mega Froslass, we should win. Right? That's all. Oh, crap. Crap. They're going to get the Ino. Oh, wait, they decided to go first. You never do that. You never, ever do that. Unless you really believe that you're going to start the Kangaskhan. Okay, so we just start the Snow Run. That's it. Oh, man. Oh, they did have Energy Switch. They do have Energy Switch in the deck. Well, it's the fact that they've partnered with Mahone before that makes me think that that's who they'd use. Are you kidding me? They start the freaking Mimikyu? They get the freaking Mimikyu start, and we're gonna lose because of it. Oh, we got the goated Ino. We got the goated Ino, baby. Okay, so here, how do we do this? We have to play with our balls. Get rid of the Badoo and I guess the Arven. I can't remember if the card is broken on PDCGL or not. All right, so I think we go for the Iron Bundle just to thin that out of the deck. And then I'm going to Earthen Vessel away this to get the 2 Darkness out of the deck. And then we go Ino. Yeah, Baby Froslass also wins it for us. But yeah, we're just in a really awkward position where it's top deck versus top deck now. It's just top deck versus top deck now. Oh my god. Oh, how did we put them into Hero's Cape and Ino? That is insane. Oh, you know, just a casual Hero's Cape and Ino. Yeah, but I have Pokepad and I have Froslass. Like, I should technically be in a better spot than them. Like, I know I shouldn't have gotten rid of the lilies, but I believed in the heart of the cards. I guess technically it makes more sense to attack with the Badoo to shut off their items. Right? I guess technically, because Snowrunt's getting knocked out regardless, but I need 2 energy on the Snowrunt. Yeah, it shuts down Vessel. There's the Pokemon. There we go. Okay, so I think that gives us game. So I think now we win. And I can't believe, what do you mean you've never seen this? There's literally a video on my YouTube channel titled, "This is Sudden Death in Pokemon T." Oh, crap. Oh, no. I forgot. I forgot I put Iron Bundle into play. Boom. We got him. You know, you have to take your chances in sudden victory, and it paid off. That you never go first in sudden victory. You always go second unless you don't play Ino. But the only making sure of the sudden, I've already made a video. It's not my fault if people haven't watched it. All right, so let's oh god, I got to deal with this crap. But yeah, I mean, maybe, sure. I'll write a note. Sudden victory. 58 minutes of the stream or whatever. So yeah, maybe. All right, so let's get rid of that. We'll go for the enhanced hammer build. All right, so the Alexido. Yeah, that was like a 25-minute game just because of sudden death and all that. So this is the Mega Froslass hammer build, and I will get to the Frostmoth build just to show it off. What do you mean most exciting game all year? That was like a 25-minute slog fest. And hot dog buns, well, it's only on PDCGL that particular format exists. Oh my god, look how much consistency I put in this list. All right, well, remember how much consistency we had in that previous hand? Yeah, that's gone now. Sudden death was kind of exciting, but the thing is, I've shown off the sudden death before, but I guess for people who weren't watching me 2 years ago, I guess I should show it off. But I was the first person ever in the history of YouTube to show off what sudden death does. Because you couldn't really play Sudden Death until Roaring Moon EX came along. And then once it came out, it was like Sudden Death everywhere. All right, well, this is fine. But like, you have to understand, 25-minute game, that's more than half of a YouTube video, and I don't know what the future holds. Right? I don't know what the future of this stream is going to hold. So like, yeah, I guess desperation. So like at 40 minutes versus... I guess, yeah, if the rest of the stream goes terribly. Okay, they should know what I'm playing. But is this... This isn't control. This is just something weird. It's something weird playing a bunch of abilities and a Badoo. And make sure you redeem that code for Ascended Heroes. I can't log into Streamlabs for some reason, so I can't update the command. There's, what is it, drops? I can't update that for some reason. This is not exactly the start you want right here, but we're going to go with the Poffin and the air balloon. So we go Poffin for double snow runt. Well, actually, yeah, I guess if they're going to mount and Badoo me, I guess I want to mount and Badoo them right back. The problem is that this Psyduck's definitely getting knocked out at some point. This Psyduck is definitely going to get knocked out by a Froslass at some point. And if you haven't checked out the new Professor Fur's Learning Lab, there is a lesson on Badoo. So not only are they celebrating the year of Badoo, not only did they add a fart effect to your opponent's hand for Badoo's Itchy Pollen, there's actually a lesson to teach you about Badoo because the Pokemon Company International hates us. I disagree with that decision. Because now they have to put a Latias EX into play if they want to... What are they doing? This is weird. What is going on? What's all this then? What are they doing? Okay, so I just go get my Ultra Ball and win the game. I just go get the Ultra Ball and win? That seems pretty simple here. We just go get the Ultra Ball and win the game. Don't need that counter catcher anymore because we're just going to win the game. So, yeah, this is how the deck can just do crazy things sometimes. If it's anything like me, they make them stay after class for extra credit. Oh, Professor Pilot, I really need a passing grade here. Isn't there anything you can do? So this... Wait, this must be Mega Lopunny then, right? This has to be Mega Lopunny. Because there's Jet Energy, there's Dust Noir. I'm guessing, you know, the Kangaskhan is there because they have Mega Latias. But then what's the Pidgeot for? Because you're not supposed to jam the deck up with all this craziness. You're just supposed to... Oh, it is Mega Lopunny, but you're not supposed to go that crazy. All right, well, you're just seeing the power of Mega Froslass. Yes, maybe I shouldn't have gone so crazy, but they literally can't do anything. The only chance they have of doing anything is if I put my own Froslass into play and knock out my Psyduck, but as long as I don't knock out my own Psyduck, they cannot win the game. So, they have their own Badoo. I guess I just attach the water to the Froslass. We attach the water to the Froslass. You know. That's a Fartazon. That's great. Okay, maybe we don't. Maybe we go... Because I can retreat and go into Mirac. That doesn't seem right. Now I don't know what to do. There's way too many options now. This is like when you go to a buffet of women and there's just too many options. All right, so let's put in the... I mean, our deck is literally just Darkness Energy. But I think we go there. Mewtwo, thank you for the sub. You know, it's always great when you take a break and then everyone just gives you money the day that you come back. It's awesome. Okay, that's cool. So we shall retreat off the water energy. And then win the game. So I think we're fine. I think we're in a great situation, because if they knock out the Badoo with Mega Lopunny... Yeah, Badoo Wars, but I've already won. That's the thing. And Willy, what's the Glalie there for? Nobody commented, because remember, I said in the video, the Snorunt's not as sexy as its evolution. Nobody said a Glalie is pretty sexy. I was talking about Glalie. I wasn't talking about Froslass. Glalie is much sexier than Froslass. I mean, have you seen how much Mega Glalie's jaw can become unhinged? How is that not sexy? But all the Glalie does is 20 times the number of damage counters on your opponent's active for 1 water. So it's just another really powerful attacker in a spread deck like this. Yeah, you can comment on that video now and pretend like you didn't see it. But I like the Glalie, right? If you're slowly building up damage on someone with Monkey Dory, it just adds a little bit more spice to be like, oh, there's 100 damage on your Mega Kangaskhan. Well, I can do 200 damage to it. Yeah, and they never know when it's coming. Ooh, hello. Okay, so we don't have our items. That's okay. And then we go Luminous there. And then I think it'll be a Snorunt. And yeah, I guess what I do is I knock out the Badoo first. And yeah, we knock out the Badoo first. And Colt the Wrath, that is up next. Don't you worry. That's coming up. But I tested the Frostmoth that draws each player a card when it's in the active. It's terrible. You will not, I mean, unless something goes really strong for us in the game that I play with it, it is a terrible card. Turns out, giving your opponent more cards is not a good idea. They're playing a really weird list. I can't remember, like, my memory isn't as good as it used to be, but you don't play Pidgeot in Mega Lopunny Kangaskhan, right? For the Sleep and Spread, that one's in another one too. Because I was looking at that and it's like, hey, what if you just took out the Monkey Dory and you had someone who could spread cheeks like crazy, who could spread 20 damage to everyone on their side of the field and put them to sleep? Wouldn't that be kind of crazy? And it's like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And there we go. They finally accepted their fate. Mega Froslass is goated. Just, that's the thing. They always have to be afraid of a 70 hit point Snorunt. I talked about this in the lead up to Ascended Heroes. If you just have a 70 hit point Snorunt sitting on the bench, that could be a Froslass, a Glalie, or a Mega Froslass. And if you have 6 or more cards in your hand, like after a Lily's Determination to 8, and you can only play 1 or 2 cards, well, your 300 hit point Mega Kangaskhan is getting 1 shot for 1 energy, and you may as well just concede afterwards because Mega Froslass is the best new deck in Ascended Heroes. All right, so we'll do one more with this one because I have 2 games and we just need one more for the YouTube video, and I can include a loss. So yeah, we will not do the sudden death. But I did post a YouTube short, finally. I did post the YouTube short of that Scrafty clip, and it actually got a few thousand views right off the bat, so that was pretty cool. I was going to say good and cool, and it came out ghoul. That was pretty cool that happened, so thank you everyone for watching that and commenting on it. I do see the value of shorts, especially when you take them off. Oh, this is back-to-back games where we started Psyduck. TQ, that's honestly probably, you're overestimating how much I made. But it's about penetrating other people's eyeballs. That's all it is. It's just about penetrating their balls and exposing yourself to new people. Zenith, exactly. All right, they must be playing Zoroark. Hey, that is Because their name is Trickster, so they must be playing Zoroark. This is an auto win unless they have like 5 Monkey Dory. This is an auto win. This is an absolute auto win. And Vertrams, I think I've only lost, I think we're like 3-2. But that one game was 25 minutes. And Hunter, yeah, I'll probably revisit Mega Froslass at some point with that card. I mean, this is literally an auto win as long as we don't lose the game. But I feel like this is just go for the snow runts here. Like, if I just lay here, would you lie with me? And just forget the world? Like, I feel like if I just go for the snow, we're fine. But yes, there is a Chandelure that you can play with the Mega Froslass. The Chandelure doesn't have to be in the active. It's just each player draws a card. Whereas with the Frostmoth, with the Frostmoth has to be in the active. And this is great. This is exactly what I would have asked for. As long as they don't have Energy, Zoroark, Reshiram, or Zekrom, we're fine. Crap. That's one piece. That's 2 pieces. Don't have the energy. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. I think we're losing a Luminous Energy here. Okay, so you're gonna go Night Joker. It doesn't matter what. They should probably use Shred, though, right? They don't use Rampaging Thunder. Don't stunt on me like that, Trickster. But this is crazy that this will not be legal for EUIC. That is insane. Actually, wait, if I top deck Counter Gain, I'll go for it. Ah, that's not Counter Gain. Damn it. Yeah, unfortunately, they're smart. Damn it, don't you hate it when your opponent knows what they're doing? That's just the worst. All right, so let's go for a Froslass. We also have the Glalie. Remember, Pokepad is the greatest card ever made. And it's just amazing. All right, so we go Froslass there. Attached to the monkey. Yeah, unless they screw up. But I think they'll be fine. There's another Froslass. Yeah, we just kind of got to go into the Badoo and retreat. We have 2 turns of Badoo. They unfortunately are in a decent position, especially with the Hero's Cape. But I literally just win the game with De-Evolution, right? Because their only attackers in this deck are Zoroark EX. So if I just Monkey Dory to their Zorua on the bench, we're fine. So we're going to Badoo 2 turns. This is why you want to have You son of a gun. You absolute jerk. Okay. I should have won this game, but then they got everything every single turn. Because this is crazy. So they're going to knock out Badoo and Froslass. That's kind of crazy. They just got it like that. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. This is great. I'm not panicking. You're panicking. But like, remember, they needed a 3-card combo off of an Ino, and then they needed a 2-card combo off of one trade. If I was this lucky with card draws, I'd never lose a game ever again. All right, we got another monkey. That's good. So let's go. Let's play with our rod because we have to. Yeah, 1, 2. I think I'm done with the Badoo. I think that ship has sailed. And then we go there. Notice how we have no supporters again? Notice how 12 supporters in the deck. We have 9 in the deck and we aren't finding anything. All right, so 1, 2, 3. And then hit him with the Itchy Pollen. So in this situation, is Maractus how we win the game? Right, if I just bring up a Zekrom, do I just win? Because they're not going to have space for a Pecharunt. So if I just bring up a Zekrom, is that GG territory? And that's fine. So we go Snorunt there. Or do I just go Heart of the Cards and Mind Bend? I think we go Heart of the Cards and Mind Bend. That seems like a cool play. Well, that's not good. Wow, we got absolutely hosed here. You know, imagine being under item lock and just getting everything you need every single turn. That is the dream here. So, I mean, you have to assume, yeah, they have to have like a switch or a Turo or something. Definitely not a Jet Energy, but yeah, you'd think there's a Turo and they would find it. And then we just lose. And they'd also find like a Bosses or something. All right, well, here we go. They're just going to knock out the Snorunt. I could have forced them to use Night Joker, but that just seems stupid. Especially when my hand is this bad. Like, I'm not under item lock, but my... Wait. They... What? I thought they used Shred the previous turn. Did they have to do the thing? Wait, when was their previous turn? Oh, they did use Rampaging Thunder. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's the story of my life right there. I didn't even notice. I don't even know what's going on half the time. Oh, that's weird. All right, okay. So let's I think we just knock out the monkey, right? Because the monkey Dory is the biggest problem. Well, it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I think we have to and just be like, yeah, I know you're going to probably get the Pecharunt, but I don't really have a choice right now. And then we go Froslass into play. Actually, if I put Maractus down, that seems stupid, so let's do that. And then we go end turn. No, we would have easily won this game, but 9 of our draw supporters have decided not to show up for work today, and they've been able to get everything they need. This is what I've been saying. The worst deck on its best day can beat the best deck on its worst day. Though Zoroark is actually really, really good now, so I wouldn't consider this, you know, the worst deck. All right, so they'll go for Shred. That's fine. And then all I need to do is just get a couple things. Then we go Maractus. Freezing Shroud. Yes, but -10. Thank you, PDCGL. We can still very easily win this game. You don't even understand. A de-evolution wins the game. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so let's go... Night Stretcher. Butt Scratcher for the Snorunt. And we put the Snorunt down, and then we go Luminous Energy. We go Pokepad, get rid of a card we don't need, like Monkey Dory. Okay, there's 3 Counter Catcher in the deck. There's a de-evolution in the deck. Naturally, we won't find any of those. Naturally, none of those things will show up. We got everything. Okay, just no. Crap. We got too many good things now. So that's GG, right? I just, we go 1, 2, 3. We go 1, 2, 3. And de-evolution. But we still might lose. That's the problem, is we still could lose this game. That's what you don't understand, is there's still a chance we lose this game. They have Ends Castle, so it doesn't really matter what I do. There's a chance we still lose. Which is terrible to say out loud. And I'm regretting putting that Snorunt down. But I think I can survive for at least 2 more turns. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, the cape. Oh, the cape. Oh, no. So I should have gone for... I forgot about the cape. I forgot about the cape. Ah, we lost that one because I couldn't read. You know, you got me too excited. Never go. You got me too excited. They can attack. I don't know why they're not attacking. Yeah. Yeah. And Colt, thank you for the money, Colt. Thank you for trying to cheer me up. Okay, so we'll switch. We'll switch. We'll switch to the Frostmoth build to show you why you don't play Frostmoth. All right, Newport 1-2 whatever 967. Isn't Newport where the OC was set? 987. And where are we? We're at 126. And I'm playing the Frostmoth build. So this is not the Frostmoth spread. This is the Frostmoth draw. So I'll put Frostmoth draw as my reminder in my notes here. And I even added Enhanced Hammer to that previous list because I was like, oh yeah, we're definitely going to run into Dragapult all day, so I should probably put that in there. And of course, no. Of course not. And then we get nothing start. And Lurgin. Oh, that was almost really bad. Lurgin will wait 2 months because rotation's in 2 months. So if you're trying to learn the meta, just wait 2 months. Well, I guess we're just gonna go Pokepad for a Snom. Do we go for the Snom or the Snorunt? I guess the Snorunt, because then what if we just get the what if we just get all the things next turn? What if we just get everything? What if we knock out the monkey? What if we spank their monkey next turn? But whenever you see the stupid Monkey Dora, you're like, oh crap, I'm gonna lose this game as a Froslass player. At least post-rotation, Monkey Dory is not going to be as prevalent. It's still going to be everywhere, but it's not going to be as prevalent. Okay. I think this might be a mirror match. Oh, this might be a mirror match. And Colt, I will be playing Meganium probably on Saturday. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. It's a mirror match. I don't want to do math. I don't want to do math. Okay. We still can do this. They don't know what I'm playing, though. They don't know that I'm one of the cool kids. They don't know that I got a Mega Froslass here. But they didn't get an energy down. So that behooves us greatly. All right, there's a Lucian. We got to do it, right? I don't have Monkey Dory in this deck, though, so that's a problem right there. All right, well, they're not going to know what the Snom does. And I'm going to put the Surfing Beach down. You gotta do it, right? If you get Lucian, you have to play Lucian. Those are the rules. So I think we want to see heads. We want them to see tails. Crap. Well, yep, that's how I feel right now. Okay, well, they got 3 cards, and we can do Harley Twin next turn. There we go. So if you're wondering what the hell does Lucian do, it's slightly different than Harlequin. Each player shuffles their hand and puts it on the bottom, and then you flip a coin. If heads, you draw 6. If tails, you draw 3. We both drew 3. There's a Fartazon. That's okay. Because I got the goated Fennel. We got the busted, filthy, broken Fennel. Why do they have a Shaman? All right, so I guess we just let our Badoo get knocked out or something. There's a Snom. We go for another, I guess just another Snorunt, and we just try to overload the board. Or do I go for a Badoo? No, we go for a Badoo. For sure, we go for another Badoo. So then we go Itchy Pollen. Nah, we're gonna... Who cares, right? Let's just have fun. So this is only 1 coin flip. I think it's heads we want. And then I get 5 and they get 3. I think this is how it works. Yeah, we get 5, they get 3. Absolutely goated top deck. We got the Frostmoth, baby. We're going 20 to each. 20 to each right here with Chilling Wings. All right, Shaman. Yeah, we got another Lucian. I went 2 of everything. I went 2 Ino, 2 Lucian, 2 Time. I got too excited, okay? I forgot about the Shaman. But, you know, when you can do that, you got to do it, right? I should have shut off their items, but whatever. What are they doing? I just got too overexcited, okay? They're going to kill their own Shaman, though. They're probably going to put another monkey into play, which is a terrible idea. But I'm going to play Time. So they'll probably just knock out a Badoo. They'll save the Shaman, knock out a Badoo. But I am putting them to sleep. Like they're listening to my ex-wife talk. So that's interesting. And I have access to my items. And I can just go and get Surfing Beach or something. So it's like in the mirror match, the Frostmoth is king. Oh, the goated Frostmoth. Okay, but this is the problem with this deck is that Frostmoth has an ability. And that's kind of a problem. You know, I don't know if you've noticed, but Frostmoth having an ability in a Froslass deck is kind of bad. All right, so let's... I don't want them to draw 4 cards, though. That's the problem, is I can't let them draw 4 cards in this situation. We actually have to play the game right now. Like, we want to win. All right, then we go Lucian again, baby. So again, we want heads, they want tails. We want head, we want to give them tails. That's heads, we want them to get tails. And then we even got the freaking Surfing Beach. Ah, they got heads. Crap. All right, well, at the very least, we can put them to sleep, right? So I guess I just put them to sleep, and that should be fine. Most likely, they'll have a Darkness Energy, and they'll knock out a Badoo. But they might stay asleep, though. Who are they going to retreat into? They're like, oh, yeah, they might stay asleep, but who are they going to retreat into? So this is just another really long, boring game, isn't it? Because it's just, it's a mirror match, and the only reason they have any slight chance of winning is because of their Shaman, which dies to Froslass. And it's like, yeah, you got your Monkey Dory set up, but you're only going to have 1 Monkey Dory left after this. Oh, hello. And Incinerate, no, I'm not that. Oh my God, the damn freaking Bravery Charm. The damn Bravery Charm. Get out of here with... Okay, you should probably heal the Shaman, though, right? You should probably heal the Shaman. I'm no expert on Froslass Monkey Dory Badoo, but you should probably heal the Shaman. Just a thought. You might want to heal your Shaman that's going to get knocked out this coming turn. Rocksteady, it'll be in the description of the YouTube video. Because the problem with YouTube descriptions for my preview videos is that I only have 5,000 characters, and when I'm trying to do like a million deck lists, we just win next turn, by the way. That's literally GG. I don't even have to try, and I'm winning these games. All right, let's go for another Snow Run because their entire deck is abilities. And then, yeah, we'll put Surfing Beach down just to make them hate life. Can I get a Froslass? We got a Froslass, baby. And then Chilling Wangs. Not that it matters. Well, actually, no. Do I just hit end turn? So just in case they have like a Fez or something? Let's just go end turn. Let's just go end turn. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I put deck lists in the descriptions of all my YouTube videos. It's so funny seeing people be like, "Hey, Pilot, can you sneak me the deck list, buddy? Buddy, I need that deck list." And it's like they're all in the description. I put even the bad list in the description. More like Rexplode, am I right? I can't believe I won this matchup. I'm playing a Froslass deck with like there's only 1 copy of this guy. If I'd prized this, we would have lost. Okay. You still realize that your shaman's about to die, right? I told us, well, yeah, the deck idea is bad. Because giving your opponent more cards is bad, but they're playing, you know, a worse deck. They're playing Froslass, Monkey Dory, Badoo spread. They don't have a Mega Froslass, and if they did, they haven't shown it to us. You know, they showed us... Oh, they do have one. Wait, Prism Energy? What? Prism Energy? What year is this? That's okay, all right. Why not Luminous? I don't know. Yeah, like, what's the point? Okay, let's go. Oh, yeah, if I just get the Froslass, I win, by the way. So I think we just go for this guy, and then Lilies. And we've thinned our deck as much as possible. I can't use the time because they know what I'm playing. And then we win the game. Easy as that. Simple as that. We win the game. I'm the best Mega Froslass player in the world. You should never doubt your pilot. And look at this. Surf and Beach for the win, baby. Imagine losing to a Froslass deck when you're playing a Froslass deck because your opponent's just better than you at everything. I even prized the Prime Catcher. I didn't even need it. Oh, you had your secret box the entire time? I prized my ace spec. I prized a bunch of supporters too. Still bodied you. Still masterfully baited you. Yeah, so Honchkrow is tomorrow. I can pretty much guarantee you that unless my like 2 test games tomorrow go terribly. It's almost guaranteed. And then I'm thinking Meganium on Saturday, but it could be Dragonite. It just depends, you know, I'll do a couple test games to find out. Because I believe more in Meganium than I do in Dragonite. Because, like, Meganium, 3 energy, 370 damage. Do you realize how insane that is? Like, I understand that... Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Let's just go with the 1 Badoo. But do you realize how insane it is? Iono's Belly Bolt? Yeah, that's on the list. But, I want to do every single Mega. The only reason I'm doing Honchkrow ahead of time is because it's such a great deck post-rotation. And it's getting so much hype. And it's like the second best deck. You know, you know how much I've been bitten in the past by saying, oh, this single prize deck looks really good. The issue is that, you know, Team Rocket's Honchkrow is actually really good, but I doubted myself. I doubted your pilot. I didn't trust my pilot. No, it was always going to drop, like some panties. Every one of their Pokemon has an ability. There's no chance we lose this game, and I'm also going to be able to get myself out of this terrible, terrible, sticky situation. I mean, most situations I find myself in are sticky, if you know what I mean. All right, so... who do I attach to? I guess nobody. So let me explain why I didn't attach the energy. Is because I have 2 Pokepad. I am going to need to put a Snom in the active. I mean, if they don't take a knockout, I'll probably just keep mounting and Badooing them. And I'll just go get a Froslass. But I don't know what my plan is next turn. I could very easily decide to just be like, hey, I'll go get Mega Froslass if I can. Probably not. But I don't know if I'm going to have to evolve both of my Snom into the card-drawing Frostmoth. They got Mega Meganium. So we're just kind of in a holding pattern here. Oh my god, what the hell is this start? What the hell is this? Okay, no, that's fine. You got to pass the energy back when you attack. Oh, dear God. Like, I can completely understand pairing Yanmega with Mega Meganium because it takes out the Ogerpon, it takes out a couple other things. But the downside to Yanmega is that you have to move the energy around, right? If I just knocked out this Chikorita, oh, there goes all your energy. How are you going to win now? Okay. Or if I just go If I just chill some Wangs, which I'm going to do right now, then what are you going to do? All right, so let's retreat. See if we can make them go to sleep. Let's chill some Wangs. But what ended up happening, Never Gonna Let Me Down, is that Mega Starmie dropped a little... Damn it. Mega Starmie dropped a bit, and what ended up happening is that Grimmsnarl got better. Because I think it's going to be a very interesting thing. It's going to be sort of a pendulum like my balls, like my Pokeballs, just going back and forth. Because remember, Grimmsnarl is weak to grass, and the Festival Lead deck is doing really well, but Grimmsnarl does really well against Festival Lead if, you know, everything goes okay. You just hold back your Grimmsnarl. Oh my god, they got doubled on. I'm about to get sauced up here by a Dawn Yanmega Meganium deck because PDCGL won't let me find one of my 12 freaking supporters. Okay, but they don't have 2 Bayleaf, right? They only have the 1 Bayleaf? Yeah, they only have the 1 Bayleaf, so I can just knock out their Mega Meganium. Oh, crap. Yeah, Festival Lead is not a great matchup against Grimmsnarl. It's just, you know, if they don't know what they're doing. Thanks, TQ. Thank you. All right, well, yeah, we gotta... Oh, crap. Well, time's kind of useless when I have to use Pokepad first. Time is slightly useless when you can use the Pokepad first. But I mean, that is kind of the point. Like, if I had a good hand... Oh, there we go. We got Lucian. We got the goated Lucian, baby. Okay, remember, we want heads, they want tails. Lucian is 6 for me if it's heads. Crap. And then watch them be heads. Ooh, we did get the thing. And then they got the 6. God, I hate Lucian. I'm just trying to have fun. And you won't even let me do that. You're a terrible person, Lucian. Oh, I can't retreat because I already did. Damn it. Yeah, because time forces them to draw. Basically, if they're not paying attention, they'll take the 4 cards. So Lucian is actually, or sorry, time is really funny because they'll take the 4 and then they'll get knocked out. Okay, as long as they don't know what they're doing, we can still win this game. Right? Even though I attached the air balloon and that was dumb. We can still win. We have a Lucian. I have Surfing Beach. I have Switches. I have Prime Catcher. It's as long as they don't put more energy into play this turn. As long as they don't think ahead. Or if they put their baby Meganium into play, that'd be really good too. Oh, this is great. I am A-okay with this one. I gave them such good cards. But Never Gonna Let Me Down. What about Grow Grass Energy? That gives Dipplin 100 hit points. What's Grimmsnarl going to do then? Huh? What's Grimmsnarl supposed to do against that? There's nothing you can do. And we just win if I get a Mega Froslass. That's it. We just win the game if I get the freaking Mega Froslass and an energy. There is no shot they win. Okay, we got the... I have to go for Lilies because we want them to have a 7-card hand. We need them to have a 7-card hand. So naturally, I didn't get the energy. I'm saying post-rotation de-evolution doesn't exist. Okay, so we want to get rid of Frostmoth and Ultra Ball. We're going to go and get the Snow Runt. Okay, if this is an energy, we win the game. Son of a butt face. Come on, bro. All right, well, I'm just going to put the surfing... Well, they're going to have another forest, right? They're going to have another Forest of Vitality. I don't need to mess around with that. All right, so we go Froslass into play. Itch my butt. So, yeah, the Yanmega, every time I see Yanmega, it just gets better and better in my mind. I'm like, hey, yeah, Yanmega is actually not horrible. Like, I would not mind playing Yanmega. But again, if they are not able to do the thing, we win the game. Crap. But if they can't attach, if they don't attach an energy to that Chikorita, we're fine. I think even if they do attach an energy to the Chikorita, oh my god. Enough with the dawn, okay? I thought it was supposed to be darkest before the dawn, but it's darkest after the dawn. I mean, I guess the good news is that they're not attaching energy, right? That's good. They're not going to attach any energy. There's no energy. Okay, they attach to the Yanmega. That's great. As long as they don't have energy switch. God, we got this. We got this. So we're gonna win this game. I guarantee we're gonna win this game, everybody. Press 1 if you believe we're gonna win this game. Literally the next freaking card was the water energy. Literally the next freaking card. Are you kidding me with this game? All right, there's Fennel. There's my butt in a vice grip because I can't get my pants open. All right, here we go. And then, yes, we knocked them out. Everyone's having fun. They're not going to I&O me because they don't play that card, right? I mean, we haven't seen one yet, so there's a good chance they do. And then we just have to knock out this Meganium, and then we knock out their other Meganium, and that's Megamium, huh? Get it? It's like instead of game, that's Megamium. If I win this, you have to bow down and call me the greatest Mega Froslass player in the freaking history of the world. And I will even play time next turn if they don't win the game this turn. As long as they don't win the game this turn and they don't affect my hand this turn, I will play time. But, I mean, if they know what they're doing, they're just going to play I&O, and that'll make me hate life. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. What are they going to do? They got no energy. What are they going to do? Double energy switch attached to the Mega Meganium and then knock out my Mega Froslass? Never happened in the history of the world. I mean, I think if they don't play I&O, we win. Whatever direction has your butt pointed towards me. Okay, do not play I&O. As long as you don't play I&O, actually, I still might lose because that's only 300 damage. And I would actually be 10 damage short. Crap, they're playing more cards. Okay, but they have to attack with Yanmega. And Zenith, oh, they did that way like 10 years ago with the old uppercase EXs. Ooh, they're playing lilies. So if you go back and look at the old uppercase EXs from 10 years ago, in English, it was the Japanese characters in get 2 cards. Get 2 cards, buddy. Damn it. In Japanese, it was the English, so they're just repeating what they already did. And if you haven't seen my tweet about the Decidueye that got me in a little bit of trouble, I recommend checking that out. Because that's how it's supposed to be. So it's the opposite. So that's how it's done. It's the opposite. So the Japanese cards have English text. The English cards have Japanese text. All right, do I win this game? Okay, yeah, thank you. Thanks, PDCGL. Thanks for looking out. Yeah, so it's opposite. All right, there's a Lucian. Okay, I know what I promised. I know what I promised, but things have escalated slightly. Okay, so wait, maybe if they're not paying attention. Ooh, let's see. I have to do it. I have to do it for the funds. I have to do it for the fun. They're going to see the Mega Froslass. They're gonna draw the 4. Let's see if they do it. Please guess correctly. Please, Olliebot. Please, this is gonna be the funniest thing in the history. Oh, they're smart. Damn it. Damn it. They know what they're doing. They're smart. That's not allowed. How dare you? I had it all. It was all going according to plan. All right, and then we we go Frostmoth, draw a card. There's a switch. Okay, so then we go energy to you. Okay, and what, this guy has a 2 retreat cost, so what? Do I bring up the baby Meganium? I guess I do. I guess we bring up the baby Meganium, just force them to have slightly more things. I mean, obviously they're just the bosses away from winning. But if I flip heads and they don't have a boss's energy, we win. I mean, to be fair, the Snom hide doesn't really matter. All that matters is if they have a gust card and an energy, which I'm pretty confident they're going to have. You know, based on what's in their discard pile, I'm pretty sure they're going to have boss's energy. Because remember, this guy's doing 300. This guy's doing 370. And unless Prime Catcher is their ace spec. Prime Catcher is not their ace spec. Am I about to win this game? Oh, it was their ace spec. You son of a gun. I hate you. I hate you so much. What was the point of that? Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me, Ollibot? I thought we were friends. I thought we had something. Yeah, the baby Frostmoth is terrible. Can we all agree the baby Frostmoth is not it? I'll play it one more time, but I knew in my testing it's just not good giving your opponent more cards. Right, I'll go to the actual spread version after this one, and it's much, much better. But why? Why would you do that to me? Just because I do that to everyone I play against, you're going to do that to me? But I'm trust your pilot. I deserve to be treated better. Well, this is Lopunny, and we've already lost the game, so that's cool. I don't have a Psyduck in this deck. Oh yeah, and if you haven't checked out TCG Pocket, they released a giant set with 1 pack, and it makes drawing cards impossible. Luckily, you know, you can share cards, and that's really good, but like I opened, I think 20 something packs and got like 2 hits, and it's really bad. All right, I mean, that's fine. They had to counter to my Psyduck anyway. And yeah, I tweeted about the Ditto as well. Because like we're getting a Jinx that can what's the attack on the Jinx? Let me see if I can remember. So there's a Jinx that we're getting, which will be like our post-rotation Ditto, where for a single energy, the Jinx puts any basic on your bench, and then you take an energy from the Jinx, and you put it onto the Pokemon on the bench. So the Jinx is basically our Ditto replacement, but it's like, you know, we have Ditto at home, and someone thought I was comparing them as like 1-to-1. You might almost say you've returned, Kilometers. You've returned to me. But thank you, everyone, for the subs. It's always fun. Like I said, it's always fun coming back. And, you know, everyone, all the people coming back to like, hey, I need to sub to Pilot. Here's my money. Oh, it is. Hunter, it is aggressively mediocre. Okay, so let's go Surfing Beach. You know what I gotta do. You know what I gotta do. You know what Trust Your Pilot has to do here. They're going to think it's like a 90 hit point. They're going to go for 90. But the problem is that PDCGL only gives them 4 options. So if 90 isn't an option, they're not going to pick 90. But they still guessed incorrectly. That's all that matters. Oh my God. Yeah, so time is funny, but do you think it tells them that it had 110, or do you think it just says It must tell them that it has 110. That would be the only thing that makes sense to me, is if they know that they have it. But I can just knock out this Mega Kangaskhan. This is what I was talking about. Is that I literally just knock out a Mega Kangaskhan if they have 6 cards in their hand. Again, this situation, I talked about it in the preview videos. If they Lily, and then they can't do anything after the Lily, you're doing 400 damage. And that is absolutely insane. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's happening, everybody. It's happening. Oh my god, it could finally be happening. I should probably have used the INO, but I want to guarantee what we're going to get here. Oh goodness. Oh god. Oh, we got it. Oh god. Oh no, it's happening again. It's happening all over the place. Okay, so we play with our balls. We go get a Snom. And we win the game. It's that simple. How do you win with Mega Froslass in this day and age? Well, they put a Mega Kangaskhan in there, use lilies, don't play cards, and then you win. That is how good this card is. I told you, this is the best Mega in the set. This is the best new deck. You know, I haven't used the Frostmoth at all. The Frostmoth is terrible, but the spread Frostmoth is good. I just still think Monkey Dory is probably better. But you basically just get 3 free prizes against the Mega Kangaskhan deck. And that is so cool. They're just basically like, hey, you want 3 free prizes? Here you go. Why don't I use Chandelure? Because it's a stage 2, and that takes up more room, and you can't, you know, I was thinking about that, and Chandelure probably is better. I wouldn't put Duskulls into play. That's a bad idea. But yeah, the Chandelure, I was thinking about it from a mathematics perspective, and as we all know, I'm great at that. Their Latias doesn't have an ability because they have Klefki in the active. But to play the Frostmoth, you have to run Switches and Surfing Beach because it has to be in the active. With Chandelure, you don't, so you basically just take out a couple things and add in the rare candies and you're fine. Do you think they don't know? Do you think they don't know? So I could actually win the game this turn if I had Surfing Beach in my hand. Isn't that crazy? If I just had Surfing Beach in my hand, we win the game this turn because I forced them to draw a card. Let's see if they concede off of this. Let's just see. Do you think they're going to concede off of this? They didn't concede. Damn it. They didn't concede. I was hoping they were going to concede. They didn't. Yeah, because Jamming Tower... I actually remembered that Jamming Tower was in play, which is a rare W for me. We also, if we just had the Switch... If the Jamming Tower wasn't in play, if we had Surfing Beach... Well, actually, if the Jamming Tower wasn't in play, we wouldn't have had it. But if we had the Switch... Or if they hadn't attacked with the Lopunny, everything would have been fine. But we have, like, what, 5 turns? We have 5 turns to find a Mega Froslass again, and we win. Or just to find a Baby Froslass, and we win on the Klefki. I think we'll be okay. You know, I'm not certain, but I think... Actually, no. Wait, no, what are you doing? Okay, you know, we got to applaud that one. So yeah, we actually only had 3 turns to do it, but it was still fun, you know, while we had it. We only would have had 3 turns. Shiver me timbers, thank you for the sub. That's all you got to do. The Froslass, the Frostmoth that draws you cards, absolutely useless. Do not play it. You need to get Surfing Beach and Switch and Air Balloon and Jamming Towers all over the place. And we were 1 card away from forcing them to draw a card, but of course we prized the Switch. It would have been so funny. So it's more of a meme than an actually good deck. Just play Mega Froslass Monkey Dory and you'll farm wins on the ladder. Okay, now we can spread some cheeks. All right, now that I've showed you how bad that version is, now we can spread some cheeks. Mr. Bruh. Literally facing the former #1 PDC GL player of all time. So I think I'll play 2 games with this, and then that'll be it, because I gotta get the video up. I gotta get it up. You know, I have trouble with that kind of stuff lately. PDC GL Dev, it's the biggest set of 2026. Is the set good? No, but it's the biggest set of 2026, which is sad to say. I honestly can't remember how I built this deck, but that's fine. I'd say it's bad. You know, I know it's a hot take, but I would say the set is bad. Yeah, we'll go for the Snow Runt. And Rocksteady, explain yourself. Yeah, we got so many great cards like Pokepad and Reverse Hollow Pokepad. But no, out of 130 cards... Sorry, actually, let me put this into perspective, Hunter. There's 130 cards in the set. 13 of them are regular EXs. There is 0 good EXs. Twilight Masquerade was the last good set, or I guess Mega Evolution base set. But you can maybe say that the Koraidon is playable, but that's it. You say Phantasmal? But the Koraidon, so 1 out of 13. And Rocksteady, that's because the year doesn't turn over until March 26th. So the 2026 season doesn't start on PDCGL until March 26th. So the 2025 guide is actually still relevant until March 26th. And then in April, I'll do my 2026 guide, because that's when the 8 free decks will rotate. So the 2025 guide is still relevant mostly. Like, obviously, they changed a bunch of things with the economy. Golden Go is what's holding them back. I lost to a Zoroark deck earlier, but that's because they literally drew the nuts. I'm not going to let them play with my nuts today, and we're going to win. And also, I think I just... Oh, we only have 1 Snom. That's not good. Okay, well, I'm going to go for the Monkey. Because I can go Arvin for... I guess... Oh, wow, this is bad. This is real bad. Because they can very easily Darmanitan next turn, and then I'm just kind of screwed. But let's see what I got. What's in the deck? So we got nothing good. I have to go pretty much just for the unfair stamp and be like, yeah, you want to take a knockout? Go ahead, make my day. That would actually be really helpful if you did that. That would actually be really helpful if you knocked out my Badoo or something. Yeah, Golden Go is what's holding back the Megas right now. Like, as you saw, Mega Starmie and Mega Froslass are a top-tier deck post-rotation in Japan. Mega Froslass is weak to metal, right? If you're a Mega Froslass player, you have to be prepared for Golden Go right now, which is totally a fine matchup because you just play your Baby Froslass and your Monkey Dory, and it's like, I easily win. But you don't have to worry about it anymore. You're just like, yeah, well, I don't care, whatever. Okay, so as long as they don't get Darmanitan, but even if they get Darmanitan, that's not a big deal because, I mean, they have to get rid of their energy. If Darmanitan didn't have the negative effect of discarding all the energy, or is it all or is it 2? Whatever, they have to get rid of both energy. If it didn't have that negative effect, Zoroark would have been really good for a long time, but it's the fact that it doesn't have it. It's that it forces you to do it. So you have to get rid of your energy. That sort of balances Zoroark out. But, like, we needed this card last year. I dumped on Zoroark for, like, almost an entire year. They better use Shred and not Rampaging Thunder. Not that it really matters with Pecharunt. But if this card released last year when it should have alongside Zoroark, I would not have dumped on it as much as I did. Okay, well, I guess this is a Funky Dory Air Balloon turn. I took a Forest Dump. Because we didn't have a Jungle Dumper back then. All right, there's a Luminous. That's fine. Let's go Luminous on you. Fartazon out a card. We don't want that. I guess just another Snow Run, right? But they're not. Yeah, we have to go for the Snow Run. I have to go for the Snow Run. And then we just have to hope. Because we're going to need to keep all these other cards. Watch you, the Counter Catcher's kind of useless. But I guess we get rid of it just to increase our chances of finding something. I can't put Psyduck down. The De-Evolution might win us the game later. Actually, the De-Evolution will probably win us the game later, to be completely honest. And is this seriously... Am I seriously going to waste a Night Stretcher on a Badoo? That's fun. That's cool. Love that. Love wasting a Night Stretcher on a Badoo when I definitely don't want to be Badooing that. All right, so you go there. And then we Adrenabrain. So all I need to do is, I guess, just start packing heat on the Zeruas. So we go Retreat into the Badoo. Itchy Pollen. Is Guardy the best deck of all time at this point? I don't know. I think Zoroark GX was better at its pinnacle. And Hunter... Oh, no, that is 100% confirmed. Well, not confirmed, but like by my brain. So what ended up happening is you have to remember, Legends ZA was originally supposed to release at the beginning of last year, not the end of last year. So this, 2025 was supposed to be the Mega Evolution year. And then we were supposed to get probably like the 2026 was just going to be something weird as they build towards the next set. As they build toward Gen 10 Winds and Waves. So what ended up happening is that because Legends ZA was delayed, you know, basically a year's worth of TCG sets and how they were going to do that, they had to come up with Trainers Pokemon, which were a really half-baked idea, which is why we're getting them in Ascended Heroes, even though it makes absolutely no sense. And yes, here we go. Okay, so they're going to use Flame Body Cannon, discard all energy, go 90-90. Okay, this is fine, because I can still... Putting them to sleep does nothing. They have no room for the thing. Yes, the damn Darmanitan. I have to knock out the Darmanitan this turn, but if I knock out the Darmanitan, they might just get, like, Reshiram or something. Okay, so if I Ino them, that's not great. Yveltal does nothing. I guess I go get the Snom. And we're going to go evolve into you, because we kind of need to put this guy into play right now. I have to remember they're wearing a Hero's Cape, which is bad for us. They're going to draw a bajillion cards next turn, but I still think it's an Ino in this situation. So what does Trust Your Pilot do here? We obviously go Adrenabrain. I'm going to... So that'll be a knockout there. So we just basically have to clear their board in one fell swoop. And I can do that with the De-Evolution. Wait. Oh, there's two De-Evolution. I was like, wait, how did I know a De-Evolution and get another De-Evolution? Well, because there's two De-Evolution. So they're not in a great spot right now. I do have to find a Darkness Energy, though. Because that would allow me to knock out their... Oh, no, we're actually in not the best position. I take that back. We're actually in kind of a tricky, sticky situation. And Cult of Wrath, I never make the same mistake twice. So I think because I'm short one Froslass, we're going to end up losing this game. If I had a second Froslass into play, we'd be fine. All right, so here we go. They're probably going to go for a 250 damage attack. And then what do I do? So we'll have a heavily damaged Mega Froslass. They have a Pecharunt. I don't think they're going to go for a spread attack. If they go for a spread attack and knock out my Froslass on the bench, then I don't know. That would be actually, that might actually be a goated play by them. Like, they will be poisoned. So that'll put 10 between turns. De-evolution won't do anything. Oh, wait, what? Oh, they are going for the spread attack. Wait, what was the point of this? I'm confused. What was the point? Wait, why would you go for the spread attack? That seems like a unnecessary risk here. You're going to go down to 1 prize. Okay. You have to play with Ends PP now, though, right? But you can't not play with Ends PP in this situation. I'm going to knock out this guy. I'm going to INO them. I don't know. I feel like that might have been a mistake. So we put this guy into play. So we want to make sure we have nobody with 90 hit points in play. That is the way that we win this game. Is as long as there's no one with 90 hit points in play, we have a chance. And we'll do that. And then I'll put the Monkey Dory into play as well. But I have to leave them with a 7-card hand though, right? Or do I deal 50? No, I have to leave them with a 7-card hand. So that's not good. All right, well, I'm going to Lilies for 8 and see what happens. Because there's no way that they can knock out my dude this turn. And if they do hit into my dude, then I'm going to have access to my monkeys. And I'm going to be able to spank my monkey super duper hard. So that guy's damaged. That guy is there. We want to be able to knock out the Petulant if we can. All right, so we have to hope they don't have the absolute nuts right here. Because all they need to win is Ends PP, 1 energy, and a Gust card, which they most likely have access to. But if all they do is hit into me this turn, I think we win. Right? They have 6 energy in the discard pile. They're going to be able to draw a bunch of cards. They're going to see a ton of cards this turn. If all they do is hit into my Mega Froslass this turn, I have triple Monkey Dory and then probably can find my de-evolution. Probably not. But I can probably find my de-evolution. All right, Mr. Bruh seems to be here. No, it seems like they're still here because that Petulant was not on the end of the line. I think they were thinking through their plays here. All they need is to play with Ends PP, attach an energy, Gust. Oh yeah, Reshiram does do it, right? Because they have this one who's heavily damaged. Right, I forgot about that. So they just need Reshiram, and that'll do it as well. They're here, so yeah, I forgot about the heavily damaged Zoroark, so you are correct. A Reshiram also does it. So I guess I should have knocked out the heavily damaged Zoroark if I had the Chansey. But did I have a Gust card in my hand to achieve that? I don't think I did. They're going to have like a 20-card hand. They're going to be able to play with their balls. They should have probably a Pokepad in there or something. But did I have... I drew Lilies. I played Lilies. I did not have a Gust card. I think I only have 2 Counter Catcher in the list, and we're down 1. So I don't think I would have been able to Gust. But if I could have Gusted, the pro level play was going after the heavily damaged one. Oh, Artisan for Reshiram. Yeah, I'm blanking today. You know, I was so focused on post-rotation. It's like Artisan doesn't exist post-rotation. But the fact is they need Reshiram and they have to play with Ends PP and they have to attach. And their deck might only have 6 Darkness. They might only have 6 Dark... Wait, what? Interesting. You know, all I can say to that one is, bruh, what are you doing over there? You know, you played the card that perfectly counters my Frostmoth. You absolutely... Okay. Okay. They should still be able to win this game, though, right? Yeah, there's the PP. They powered up the wrong. It must be their last card must actually be the Reshiram. Their last, either they didn't put the Reshiram in the deck or their last prize is Reshiram. And I find that hard to believe because they don't have a boss. Oh my goodness, we just won this game. We just won this game, and that is insane. I like Cow. Terrible timing on the VIP, but I will VIP on you as long as you want. Okay, so we... Oh, God. Okay. I have to go Luminous on you, and then TM Evolution. We have to burn the hand. We have to burn the hand down to nothing. And then we have to find one of our 2 de-evolutions, which is actually not likely to happen because this is PDCGL. Okay. Also, don't I just win if I take the knockout? I probably just win if I take the knockout, too. That's another thing that's liable to happen. All right, but let's just make it easy. Just give me the de-evolution. Thank you. And yeah, the counter catcher does nothing. Well, actually, yes, it does, because they will be... Yeah, don't I just win? Yeah, don't I just win by knocking out the... Why do I overcomplicate things? Why does Trust Your Pilot have to overcomplicate so many things? I just had the triple monkey on the Pecharunt. God, why do I overcomplicate things? I had the de-evolution. We wouldn't have won this turn. There was a game earlier this stream where I did the same thing. God, you know, it hurts to be this dumb, but also this good at Pokemon cards. Like, imagine losing to someone who can't even read. And you know what? I don't like the one with the Heroes Tape's face. Yeah, you know, the positive, I've talked about this before. The positive of being this dumb and not knowing how to read is that you're surprised very often. And also we prize the counter catcher. Yeah, it makes for lots of fun. Yeah, there you go. Just do the opposite of what I do. I'm the #1 Mega Froslass player. But as I've noticed throughout this entire stream, the Frostmoth, the spread one did nothing this game. The drawing one did nothing the last game. Just Froslass, Monkey Dory, Badoo. That's all you need. You don't need the Frostmoth. The Frostmoth is fun. And yeah, spreading 20 and putting them to sleep is good. But just play Froslass, Monkey Dory, Badoo. That's it. That's all you just do it. And like and subscribe. And DM me a picture of your feet and make sure there's smooth peanut butter. You squish it between your toes. What you do is you pretend like you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You put your knife in the peanut butter. You spread the peanut butter across your toes. Then you squish them together. You take a picture and you send it to me. And that's what you do. And Mints, yes, so evolving and devolving removes special conditions and like retreat lock effects. So yes, that would happen. Sly Valley, damn straight. I got 4 games for the YouTube video. It might be a long one, but it is, you know, new set launch day, so I don't mind going a little bit over 40 minutes because there is a little bit more interest. They make non-peanut peanut versions of it. All right, so this will be the last game because, again, I have to upload a video, and that takes, you know, time. Speaking of time, I am replaying Legends Arceus for a video idea thing. So, yeah, it's actually really fun. I was actually going to play Dragon's Dogma 2 at the same time as Legends Arceus, but after like 5 hours of Dragon's Dogma, I was like, I'm enjoying Legends Arceus more, and that's not like a high-quality game. An open world RPG from Capcom should probably be a lot better. And PTC GL Dev, of course you would say that. Of course you would say that. Oh yes, the best, the best. And 4 Wet Lights, oh, that's going to happen in the future, maybe, possibly at some point. I Like Cow, I did, but it was on Switch and the load time is really bad. But yes, it's just so cool. I think we lose this matchup unless I can get the spreader up and running and keep them asleep. But what was I talking about? Dogma, Retreat Lock. Right. Again, for Expanded, it's like, hey, we might do Expanded this year at some point, maybe. Okay. And then what about other things? Are you going to release a fully baked version? Oh, we just win with Yveltal, don't we? We got this one. We got this one. Yeah, Arceus is so much better. I agree with you there. So then we go lilies. But it's so funny how they're always like, oh yeah, we're totally going to add a new feature, but don't worry, it's going to be half-baked, and we might not actually do it on time. It's like, we're gonna tell you we're adding expanded maybe, and it will release in some point in the next 365 days in sequence, in sections. And then for the Professor Fur's Learning Lab, we're going to release the Learning Lab, but we're going to add rewards later. You know, we're not going to release it fully. We're going to keep adding to it later. Just give us something, give us a full thing. Just do something in totality. You know, don't just release a feature half-baked and then it's just that this is just the problem is they can't do anything. Right? It's just they struggle to do basic things properly. Yeah, Legends Arceus is so good. Johto, they can't even do expanded friend battles. Oh god. All right, so I think it's kind of fitting that we're facing Honchkrow as the last game because this is the deck I'm playing tomorrow and it's really good. All right, so let's go Arven for Poffin. Actually, I guess if I stamp them, that's really good too. And then we go Technical Machine on you. We're gonna go what just got knocked out? A Snow Runt. That's not very nice. Actually, yeah, we'll just go on first stamp them to 2. If only there was a game that had that stuff that used to exist. If only there was a game that used to exist that had those features. If only. But I'm an idiot, so I can't remember stuff like that. All right, so let's go Snom. And I guess I counter catcher this thing. And let us evolutionify this guy and this guy. Actually, maybe I should have attached to the dude, but we have Monkey Dory sitting around. We have the Frostmoth. We prized the other Frostmoth. But Johto, PDCGO used to let you do that. There was a setting that could say, like, I want to keep it private. But PDCGO had that feature. Many other games have that feature. The game that this is replacing had that feature, but not this game. Not this game. You know, oh, we're the successor to PDCGO. Are you better than PDCGO? Nope. We're much, much worse. We don't even have basic features like expanded friend battles or the ability to see your opponent's deck to, you know, get ideas. All right, there's that card. So we go for Air Balloon. And, oh no, we just go for Pokepad. Because I want to get the monkey. I want to get the monkey. If we can just hide for 100 turns, we win the game. If I can just hide, we can win the game. But I think shutting off their items is probably better. And putting a little bit of damage into play. Just, you know, trying to slow them down. Because they have to be able to retreat that Porygon or attack with it. This is PDCGL, but PDCGO was the game that existed before it. And it was a lot better, except for the economy. All they had to do was fix the economy, and we would have had a much better game. But then they decided, hey, we need to replace it and cut away all the features that were really good. Okay, so they're playing this they're playing the slow game here, but they should know that that's a bad idea. Yeah, the Poffin, I'll just get rid of the Poffin. Such a well-made game. And yet what I haven't noticed is new bugs today. It's just the old bugs that keep happening over and over again. Would you kindly give me another Monkey Dory, please? All right, well, I guess we go Luminous. And what I want to do is put a Honchkrow to sleep. Because if I can put a Honchkrow to sleep, that would potentially buy me more turns. So the dream setup is we get... Well, it'd be great if we had the second Frostmoth. That would be pretty good. But another Monkey Dory would be super helpful. And another Froslass. So if they knock out the Badoo, then I can counter catcher a Honchkrow and hopefully keep that asleep for a couple turns. This is, you know, the unfair stamp coming in clutch. Ooh, also the de-evolution will come in clutch. So we need to go Pokepad for a monkey. My god, Pokepad's a good card in this deck. It's easily the best card in the set, not even close. Pokepad is absolutely goated. All right, what do we got? We got nothing we can find that's actually useful. Yeah, but I want them, I don't want to waste too early. I don't want to waste it too early. Yeah, avatars were more, and you could search in deck lists or in cosmetics. So in this game, if you want to find like, oh, I want to find the Bulbasaur cosmetics, you can't type in Bulbasaur and have them show up. In PTCGO, you could type in Bulbasaur and the Bulbasaur cosmetics would show up. But this game doesn't have a search bar. And yeah, it would have been nice as a ball card, but that's not the world we live in. We don't live in happy days. All right, so I think this is just going to be a de-evolution for game situation. Let's do that. Let's go Ino. I know I'm giving them more cards, but it's like they're going from 4 to 5. That's not much more, and this gives me, you know, a chance to monkey around a little bit. So all I need to do is just spread damage around and we win. So I think 2 Frostmoth will be enough to win the game. We have the Night Stretcher. I'm fairly certain we win. And Zenith, oh, do you want to hear another fun rant about that? If you sort them by newest, it's actually A to Z, and oldest is Z to A. There is no newest or oldest. It is literally just A to Z and Z to A. That is what that actually means, and it's so stupid. And Clan Burglar, that's another thing. If you put evolution lines together in this game, Live is not smart enough to connect them. In PTCGO, you could expand your deck viewer and it would have arrows saying, hey, this Snorunt evolves into this Froslass and this Mega Froslass and this Glalie. But here, if you export your deck list, all the cards are separated. It is so stupid. It is such a stupid game. It is not smart. All right, well, I guess we're just winning. I guess we just win the game. Until they do something, I'm just going to keep doing my strategy. And we even have a Luminous Energy to attack with a Monkey Dory whenever we want. This is kind of hilarious. It's magic. You know, it's however the dev is feeling that day. But it's just those, like, who was making this game and was like, we shouldn't have the evolution lines connect to each other. We should not have the evolution lines. So, like, if you're building a deck and you go and add Snom to your list, you add 3 Snom to your list, and then you add Monkey Dory, and then you add Frostmoth, the Snom and the Frostmoth will not be close together. Vertrums, you're not subbed. Oh, you get timed out. Vertrums, nice try, Vertrums. You got to pay me to do that. Haha. And I guess I should have known that Giovanni was about to happen, but they're going to go for the Froslass. They're not going for the Frostmoth here. Out of everyone you could have gone for, that is not who it should have been. Out of everyone you could have gone for, I could understand the Frostmoth. I could very much understand the Froslass. I do not understand the Monkey Dory. No, it was to keep your hands warm because it released during Canadian winter. So that was the whole point. It was released during Canadian winter, so it was to keep your hands warm. They were thinking about us. All right, well, I'm just going to do the Chilling Wangs right now. All right, well, yeah, we're just going to go get the monkey. I probably shouldn't, but for some reason they decided, hey, let's leave the Froslass alive, which made no sense. And then we'll go Lilies. There's an Artisan, not that it matters. All right, does Countercatcher actually matter in this situation? I feel like it doesn't. But, because they can evolve, but it does make it slightly tougher. Like, it forces them to need an energy or an evolution, or I guess both. So I guess technically it makes sense to Countercatcher the Porygon too, because this way they have to evolve and get an energy. And even if they do flip heads on the sleep, they still need to find an energy. Or a Giovanni, I guess. And they flipped heads. All right, well, they still need to find Giovanni or energy. It makes it slightly tougher on them. And it also forces them to deal with the Frostmoth. And I'm literally, what? I win next turn? I literally win the game next turn if I get de-evolution, which I can find off of Arvin. So as long as they don't bench anybody, we win the game. They bench somebody. We don't win the game. Zenith only in this matchup. So the Honchkrow matchup is actually horrible for this deck. So in this specific matchup, the Frostmoth is good. It's pretty much the only way you can win this matchup is with the Frostmoth, or, you know, if you can trap somebody, which is highly unlikely when they have, you know, everyone in their deck can attack and they have 3 Giovanni or 4 Giovanni. But also remember, they did nothing for like 6 turns, which is not going to happen very often. All right, so I want to Arvin for Night Stretcher and de-evolution. We go Night Stretcher for, I mean, I guess the Frostmoth, and we have to use the Frostmoth this turn, even though I don't really want to. And let's see, do I have another Monkey Dory? We do not, but we have a Snow Runt. And that is good enough for me. And let's attach to you. So we go into you, Adrenabrain. I think we set up the Honchkrows with the energies on them. And then we try to set up, I guess, the other Honchkrow? Because remember, the Porygon 2 has to attack for an ignition energy, which is not great for them. Hey, they're going to have Giovanni, but hey. So that helps us a little bit. But the Murkrow can attack for, or the Honchkrow can attack for both. But they are down 2 Ignition, 2 Team Rockets. They got the Giovanni. That, you know, it's not surprising. They should go for the Froslass now. You go for the Froslass now. Also, the fact that they can't go for the Frostmoth is terrible. I have no more recovery. I have no more Monkey Dory. But I think I can still win. There's the Articuno. That's only effects of attacks on basics. So their Honchkrow still goes to sleep. Their Porygon 2 still goes to sleep. So remember, the Articuno is only effects of attacks. P to Z in hand. P to Z in hand. Plants versus Zombies. If they had Plants versus Zombies in hand, we would have been screwed. Porygon, oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely going to lose the game now. Unless, unless. No, it's if it was damage counter. So if this was Yuchi, they'd be protected on their basics, but it's not Yuchi. Now you see me, now you don't. All right, so let's go Adrenabrain. I'm going to, yeah, put it on the Porygon. So I believe we win next turn if they don't win. We win next turn if they don't win, I think. And I'll put the Water Energy on the Snow Runt for a de-evolution play. We have Lilies. So I think we win. We chill some Wangs. So a de-evolution should win us the game next turn. Because I'll put, 20 on that guy. And then they have no backup attackers. And there's the third monkey. Oh my god, see, sleep is useless. This is why I said in all those preview videos, like with Vileplume EX and all the things, sleep is a really good special condition, but paralysis is better. Right? And that's why the Team Rocket's Cosby helmet is not going to be very good, because they can flip twice for the sleep. So that's also not good. It's like for Chilling Wings, they only flip once. But with the Team Rocket's Hypnotizer, they get to flip twice because it's after their attack. So they get 2 chances to do that. Zenith, that's very mean of you. Do you think they know that they lose next turn? I mean, there is technically a chance I don't get the de-evolution. There is a chance that there's the last 2 cards in my deck are de-evolution, which would be insane. That is a possibility that the last 2 cards in my deck are de-evolution, and we lose because of it. Ooh, that's a nice... Oh, I was like, I've never seen this art before. That's because it's brand spanking new. So this card should be worth quite a bit then, right? Because it's like it's a new high-quality Ultra Ball. And I guess who's online? Who are we raiding? I guess we'll raid Tricky Jim. I wonder... it's GLC, but it doesn't seem like Sunny's online. Oh, it's Thursday. I keep thinking it's Monday. All right, so we go for Badoo. And then we just put the 2 damage counters on the Murkrow, and then we Devolvify, and then we win the game. All right, so that's good. That gets cards out of the deck. And then we go, yeah, evolve into you. We have a monkey. No, we want to waste the Poffin. Ooh, okay, so if I put the Psyduck down, that's GG. Because that gets the card out of the deck. Wait, oh, I thought I got it. Okay, so wait, I have to... Because I have 2 de-evolution in the deck, so we're guaranteed to get it as long as I don't Monkey Dory before the INO. Right? As long as I don't Monkey Dory before the INO, we get it. Yeah, okay? As long as I don't Monkey Dory before the INO, we're guaranteed to get at least 1 de-evolution. And we would have had it no matter what. All right, so we win. You know, I part of me wants to give them a chance, but the other part of me is like, I want to, you know, end this game. The other part of me is like, you know, I kind of want to end this game. Absolute masterclass. This is 99% of the time you're losing this matchup, but not when I got my fingers in this deck. When my fingers are in this deck, when my fingers are inside of this, nothing can stop me. Yeah, we did really well today. I told you, Mega Froslass is goated. Mega Froslass is absolutely insane. They're probably going to write something on the subreddit, why didn't Articuno protect my dudes? Because it only protects the basics, so it's not as good as you might think. It's really only good against, you know, Dragapult, and you can't evolve, and it's kind of bad. Look at that. Look at that. That's a beautiful sight. Doesn't matter if you can do 600 damage a turn if I just win every single time. And look at that. After 1 day, I've already gained 20 levels on the Battle Pass. So I'm going to be done the Battle Pass in a week. A little bit more. All right, so let's raid Tricky Jim. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow with Honchkrow. Why isn't Tricky Jim showing up? And also, I won't be able to say anything, but ask Mahone. So I'm going to have to raid and run, so apologize on my behalf. But ask Mahone if Influencer's presentation was something that he saw. So ask him, like, hey, did you see Pilot's tweet about you? I trust you'll do that. And, you know, link me the clip. Clip it and link it on the Discord, and I'll watch it. But I got to raid and run. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Tomorrow I'm going to murder everyone tomorrow with the crows.